Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is another day that the Lord has made, and we're going to be discussing about the situation of Afiba, Celine, Harrison, and the police. And the latest case involving a young man that was adopted, kidnapped by the Nigerian police force and removed 3 million from his account at a GUN point in the eastern part of Nigeria. Now, a lot of you guys ask me, Ben, why are you so interested in this matter? I am interested in this matter because my friend Andu Ochekwo was spied. Because also there are 2 young ladies that are missing, Afiba and Celine. Their parents are on my neck asking me, Mr. Ben, you are our hope. Please tell us update. Because the Nigerian police have refused to contact them to tell them what is happening in the investigation. Now, before I go there, I want to bring you closer to why I have a personal problem with Harrison and why I believe that Harrison is the third wing of Nigerian police force that are oppressing Nigerians and extorting money from them. Why I believe that Harrison NGO is a masquerade. It's an undercover kidnapping wings of Nigerian police and money transaction deal that he's been doing. Now, let me introduce you guys to Harrison in case you don't know Harrison Gwaminishu. Harrison Gwaminishu is a Delta State born. Harrison Gwaminishu started an NGO called Behind the Bar. Harrison claimed that the reason why he started it is because he was once in prison unjustified for 4 years. Harrison claimed they accused him of kidnapping and armed robbery, a crime he never committed. But Harrison ended up spending 4 years in prison. Upon coming out, Harrison discovered his passion to fight for injustice and unjustified imprisonment of young Nigerians. Harrison narrated his experience and encounter in prison and how he developed passion to start helping the downtrodden Nigerians. Harrison started an NGO, raised money from the public, and began to help prisoners. Along the road, as usual, Harrison has diverted. I can confirm to you that Harrison Gwaminishu is officially a team, a part and parcel of a team of Nigerian police oppressing, kidnapping, extortion. Harrison is a big part of that team of people in the eastern part of Nigeria. Oftentimes, you see Harrison recovering millions from police, handing it over to individual that police has extorted. Have you never asked yourself what happened to those police officers? Have you never asked yourself what happened to the Azaman that collected those money? Have you never asked yourself why identity of those people remain hidden from the public? Have you ever asked yourself what are the outcome of the investigation of those various police officers that has been found to be criminals in uniform? Those police officers that arrest people, kidnap them, extort them, take their money. Have you ever asked yourself what happened to them? Have you ever asked yourself why did police feel so comfortable giving money to Harrison to give it to the individual that has accused police of extorting them, kidnapping them, and robbing them? Why do you think Harrison always find it easy to collect cash instead of returning back in the manner at which those people extort those people? For example, a young man narrated how he was extorted, kidnapped along with his friends. 3 of them were kidnapped, and one of them narrated how the police forced him at a GUM point to part away with 3 million naira from his account. The young man narrated over the 45 minutes he was beaten and he was forced to give them 3 million naira from the 10 million naira they found on his account when they forced him to access his bank statement. On his account when they forced him to access his bank statement on the road. His name is Kelechi. He's a Ghanaian-based Nigerian who has never been to Nigeria for the last 6 years, but decided to visit Nigeria recently. to attend a friend wedding. Kelechi, a very brave young man, narrated his story, how they were returning back from the wedding and they were flagged down by the police. When they were flagged down, the police asked them where they are coming from. They explained themselves. The police asked for the document of the paper of the vehicle. They gave the document to the police. The police looked at the document and the police said, "Who are you guys?" The police requested them to present their phones. 2 of them presented their phone. The police assessed their phone. But Kelechi refused to give his phone. Kelechi kept his phone in his pocket. And he said, "I'm not giving you." Because the IGO police say, "We don't have to give our phone to anybody." Kelechi refused to give his phone. Kelechi protested his innocence, telling them he wanted to know why they needed his phone. Before Kelechi could speak, Kelechi received a serious slap on his head. Kelechi, the police officers begin to beat Kelechi left and right. They quickly isolated Kelechi from 2 of his friends that have cooperated and handed over their phone. They took Kelechi to their vehicle and they began to beat him. Kelechi confessed that after the beating got much, he didn't know what to do. He has to succumb to their demand. Kelechi then accessed his phone. Kelechi passed over his phone to the police. Police quickly went into his messages. Police checked the message and the police discovered a transaction of 10,017,000 into Kelechi's account. And the police shouted, "It's them, it's them, it's them." Kelechi said, "What? What did you see?" Kelechi protested. As soon as Kelechi protested, Kelechi received another whoozing slap on his head. Kelechi began to cry. Kelechi began to shout, "What have I done?" They say, "Kelechi, you are a kidnapper, you are a Yahoo. What is this money doing in your account?" Kelechi protested and told them, "This money is my brother that gave me this money for a project. I live in Ghana. I have not been to Nigeria in the last 6 years. Leave me, guys. I haven't done anything wrong." The police said, "No. On this 10-point-something million, we need 6 million out of it." Kelechi said, "No, I don't have the money. If I give you guys 6 million, I am done. The project I came to do, we can't do it anymore." Police protested. They beat him more. According to Kelechi, when the beating got too much, Kelechi began to negotiate with them. From 6 million, they stepped down to 3 million. Kelechi paid them 3 million on the road, under 40 minutes. Kelechi said he was handcuffed behind his back and he was made to transfer 3 million naira to them via POS and bank transfer. I have got the bank account detail with me and I'll be sharing it with you guys. They collected this 3 million. 5 officers were with them. 3 were with Kelechi. 2 were in their own vehicles. They threatened Kelechi that if you don't cooperate, we will buy 3 of you guys and this money will still be gone. We will use the rest to bury you guys. Kelechi began to fear for his life. Kelechi gave them 3 million. 3 million naira under 40 minutes. They took Kelechi on a long drive after they collected the money and they confirmed the transaction, which was transferred to an account, and they also transferred some to a POS man. They drove Kelechi for 20 minutes in the bush and they dumped them along the road. Kelechi inquired from them, "Why are you driving us? I paid you the money. Let me go." They said, "No. There are other officers along the road. They will also escort you. We want to make sure you are safe. We are the only one you are paying today." Kelechi was relieved. When they get Kelechi out of another junction, they hand over his phones to him and they drove off. When Kelechi finally regained his freedom, Kelechi went on social media to narrate his story. The story became viral. We posted it. Many people complain that they have seen the same treatment themselves. As we are talking on that day on my platform, somebody called me. I believe it's a police officer. The person told me, "Mr. Ben, please, this is getting too much. I'm an officer of the law. I want you to ask Harrison not to collect this money again." The man told me Harrison is working with the police, Nigerian police force. At this particular time, I haven't talked to Kelechi. I have not even spoken to Kelechi at all. I was online for 2 hours. And the man called me immediately. I stepped off from my online. And the man told me this. I quickly returned back online. And I warned Harrison not to go and collect the money. If we don't talk now, the next thing you will see tomorrow, Harrison will come on his page and say, I have collected the money. This is the cash. You see, my investigation. Harrison, you don't have no investigation. Do not go and collect the money. Do not go and collect the money. Simple as that. Because I know exactly that man that called me know exactly what is happening behind the board. As I was saying, Kelechi reached out to me on my platform because the video has gone viral. Kelechi said, I am the young man you just talked about now that you posted my video. I said, Kelechi, how are you? I never discussed with Kelechi if Harrison or the police have contacted him. I asked Kelechi, please, you can come to my platform tomorrow and narrate your story officially to our audience. Kelechi returned the next day. During our conversation, Kelechi said that Harrison has reached out to him. I said, who? He said, Harrison. I said, why? He said, Harrison say Nigerian police PRO asked him to reach out to him. I hope you are following what I'm talking about. What concerned Harrison reaching out to this man? Harrison quickly posted the video on his platform. This video. What Nigerian police want to do is this. The case is out on social media. Mr. Ben has posted it and they need to return the money back to the young man. The police offered to return the money in cash. The young man said, no, I didn't pay you guys in cash. The money must go back to my account. Now I come back to Harrison. I want you to step out from this video now and quickly visit Harrison Gwaminishu's page. You will see Harrison on several occasions handing over money to victims of police extortion. Now, that returns me back to my first question. What happened to the account owner? What happened to the officers? What happened to the POS? You don't ask. Why do you think Harrison normally get the information of every police extortion? Have you ever asked yourself why? You never. You never ask yourself why. It's because he's an informant of Nigerian police PRO. He worked for them. When they want to clean their image, they come on his platform to do that. When they want to end any investigation, they come on his platform to do that. And this time around, I say it's not happening. Harrison quickly contacted Kelechi. And I told Kelechi, do not accept cash. Let them transfer the money back to you and make sure you sue Nigerian police for the extortion, for the kidnapping, for the beating. Because this is an armed robbery. On the post that Muiwa made, Muiwa called it extortion, alleged extortion. It was not an extortion. This was a criminal activity. This was armed robbery. Now, have you guys now see the similar case that I've been highlighting? The case of Afiba and Celine. The case of Andrew. How Harrison recovered 1.5 million that a deceased Andrew, a suspect that was murdered, paid to the police officer. Even after he was murdered, Harrison presented his cash on his platform. Have you ever asked yourself, why is Harrison always collecting cash from police and never review the POS, never review the account owner, never review what happened to those officers? Have you ever asked yourself why? It's because Harrison is image launderer of police force. Harrison walked hand in hand with the bad egg of Nigerian police.